Hello guys, and welcome back to Joe's Ventures. And today we're going to be starting off with a really awesome game. I've been going through and playing a lot of the Far Cry games again, just to like refresh my memory, because I really enjoyed those games. So I've managed to come back to Far Cry Primal, and you guys saw that I put that poll to see if you guys wanted to see me play Primal. A lot of you said yes, so it's a bit of new territory for the channel, doing something so long, but I'm really excited to do this. So my kind of plan for this is kind of do it as I feel like it, because mostly my content's kind of like slowed down a bit because of not so many mod spotlights and things, but I'm gonna try and do this like maybe once or twice a week, hopefully, maybe even 3 or 4 times a week, depending how I get time and with studies and everything. So we'll just see how it goes, and like every day will be a surprise, pretty much. But yeah, I'm really excited to go through this because I think this fits so much with the channel and all the different like prehistory and kind of human evolution, and obviously the animals in that world as well, what lived during the end of the Ice Age. So it's a really awesome, and I'm really excited to talk with all of that with you guys. Using Far Cry Primal obviously is a great vehicle for that. So let's get started. So we're going to have a look through the prologue and everything, and I'll keep silent for most of the prologue stuff, but I'll come back and talk when we do a little bit more gameplay and things like that, because I don't want to ruin your viewing experience. So let's get going.
Winja duashala Tusama Winja urus waidash Guifa haplaha Winjai damsha Mabaya guama Udam Krauhadan Yaudan Izila Haskapuris Winjan Iraquasbara Nu Laukas Guama Mash Apaskanti Winja Brashtar Balshayua Guashar Urus Sanchar Mas Sanchar.
Wow, that was beautiful. I love the kind of inspiration they took from those paintings, you know, like in the France cave, and those cave paintings. So awesome. Oh, then we're getting started. Oh. Okay, so now we go to sneak. So we're sneaking and we can see all these wonderful mammoths. How can you not love these guys? So you can see they're quite big. These are supposed to be woolly mammoths, but woolly mammoths do not get too much bigger than your typical African elephant or Asian elephant, which this young one here is kind of the right size. So, yeah, that's kind of the first inaccuracy we can go through here. Oh. One small mammoth and eat. But anyway, yep. So in real life they should be about that big, but there are mammoths probably about this kind of size. This is like steppe mammoths or Colombian mammoths, which are quite a bit bigger. And the and woolly mammoths are the descendants of steppe mammoths. Oh, so that's pretty dire. Oh. So you see we're gonna kill this young mammoth. Oh! Oh, there we are. So we can speed through here. Oh, that was the last spear, but yeah, we're chasing our mammoth here. In real life, we probably wouldn't be hunting like this, but it's a game. Games do what games do. So he's running up there. We've got other hunters killing it. Let's get this mammoth. Come on. Let's get your little buddy. I know it's a bit sad, but we gotta... Oh. Gotta kill this mammoth. We've gotta eat something. It's very much like life and death for early Paleolithic peoples. Alright. Alright, there's a mammoth kill. Great. Oh. I'm gonna deal with this fearsome. Oh! That's definitely a bit rough. I'd say definitely a very interesting start though. Wow.
Shanchita Takkar. Oros Vaida. Umas Aperskandi Vinja. Rasta.
Well, that didn't end well. Free, buddy. Then we got this kind of jewelry there. And preparing his burial. That's pretty good. Oh. Okay, so we got to survive there. Need a bow. Okay. So need to gather some resources. So, as you can see, we're not talking English in this one. What was the biggest thing, like the marketing for this game? What was really awesome, they had like them talking about like they took some people from like university. I'm not sure which university, but I believe Montreal is typically where they take them from. But they created the kind of this approximation of an ancient language. This is considered pro-Indo-European. So this is considered like the ancestral language that became languages like English, I believe like English, Spanish, those kind of Indo-European language, Latin as well. So there's a lot of root words that come from those languages. Like it's just like evolution. You know how animals and stuff change over time, language and words change over time. So using this as a great example to talk about that and use that as an example to talk about like and I think it also helps a lot with giving this a more realistic feel because like it's kind of weird with all these cavemen talking around in English, but yeah, it's really awesome that we get to have that and like add to the kind of immersion of it a little bit and a little bit of science into it as well. You know, people love to approximate all those languages. Yeah, let's just go around and collect everything. Why not? If we get the chance. But yeah, that's really awesome. And I'd have to say, the first thing, as I mentioned here, there was the mammoths were way too large. The adult woolly mammoths would be about the same size as an Asian or African elephant today, which is about the same size as the young mammoth that you see there, because they're just based off the Asian elephant from 4. But there were mammoths or elephants that did get that big. So there's Mammothus, the steppe mammoth, so Mammothus trongeti, I believe you say that. That was the ancestor to the woolly mammoth and the Columbian mammoth, even though that's a little bit debatable. They were considered pretty much like the ancestors of them, and they were pretty big. They got up to like 4 or 5 meters at the shoulder. Very huge animals. And then you have elephants or proboscideans like Paleoloxodon, which got up to, especially Paleoloxodon lumidicus, they got up to like 20 plus tons, being the largest mammal of all time. So pretty much that's kind of the first thing wrong, but still really awesome. I think a game like this, it's Far Cry, so it's not meant to be hyper realistic because like if it was hyper realistic, you'd probably die in the first 10 minutes because you get shot because you have no military training, and then you're going into these ancient lands or far off countries and things like that. But it's rounded enough to make it believable. Yeah, really awesome regardless. Love seeing that scene. I love that opening scene with the mammoth. That's such an iconic thing for Far Cry 4, I think. Not Far Cry 4, Far Cry Primal. So let's, we've done enough gathering, so let's craft our bow. And it says locked upgrade 1, so now we need to work on some stuff. Ooh! Making our bow. So you can see that's very much Stone Age weapons, or... See, this is because obviously this is set in the Paleolithic. There's no guns, or Neolithic, or Mesolithic, I believe you say it, but 12,000 years ago. These guys didn't have guns, so they used a lot of bows and arrows and spears and things. And there's a lot of archaeological evidence about like a lot of these things. It's really cool, like them flint napping and things like that. It's such an interesting subject, especially like the flint napping and all that. Let's see if we can heal. Need food to replenish, so we need to eat some food. Let's see if we can hunt ourselves a goat. So we're in this little area here. Where are we? Hold V to use your tracker vision, we can see. It's V for our tracker vision. Let's see if we can find where he died. There he is. There's one dead goat. Next up, let's kill another goat. See if we can get a headshot. I think we will from here. Where did he die? Over there. So managed got you. Cool. Yeah, of course, being a Paleolithic, you've got all these interesting bows and things like that. And I'm not sure even what type of goats these supposed to be. These can't seem very much like chamois or some like weird hybrid or something. I don't think it's supposed to be a specific goat type. What are really awesome animals. Alright, we need to find shelter and make a campfire now. So let's go. Hear that tiger, we gotta get out of here. So let's make that campfire. So, obviously for humans, especially since we're a species adapted for living in Africa, especially Homo sapiens, with no body hair and things like that, fire was very important to how we survived in Central Europe and much colder places in the Ice Age and spread out into Eurasia. But then also, it was for hunting as well. It cooked our foods. That means we could shrink our guts a bit. Also meant we were safe from a lot of predators and kind of really helped us improve the ecosystem. There's so many good things that fire has done for us. And humans weren't even the humans itself as in Homo sapiens, arrows. We probably didn't have. We didn't. Follow tracks to Oros. Cool. So yeah, I was gonna make a club to carry. Okay, we'll make a club. But anyway. I lost my train of thought. Of course, we didn't develop fire. We believe to have fire as early as like 1 or 2 million years ago. So that would have been very much Homo erectus. Potentially were the first species of humans using fire to cook and things like that, which is so interesting to me. Because Homo erectus was a very interesting species, but obviously we're a bit later than that. We're Homo sapiens. And we're encountering other humans, which is really cool. So here's our club. Ooh, that was fun. So ignite our club. Let's get that going. So let's let that burn. Oh. Oh, did well. Oh, I can see you, Mr. Tiger, Mr. Saber-tooth Tiger. Well, another interesting thing is that I can see you there. Saber-toothed cats, like Smilodon, which is the one obviously depicted here, did not live in Central Europe. They are typically from the Americas, so there's Smilodon fatalis that lived in North America and Populata that lived in South America during this time. So there's kind of two major different species in that regard. There was scimitar-toothed cats, you could say, relatives of these guys in the same family, macrodonts. So that include like Homotherium, or which means similar beast or same beast. They were a lot more like leaner and didn't quite have the big sabers that Smilodon had, but they did have enlarged canines that were quite big, and also had the like a lot more cursorial, so they were much more adept for running around on the open plains of the Mammoth Steppe, and were good runners. And we actually have some DNA from those guys as well, which is really interesting. We know that they were social as well, most likely hunted during the day, things like that. So very interesting ecology. We know a lot about Homotherium. But it's a Far Cry game, and you want to have all the hits from the Ice Age, so I can't blame them for putting in Smilodon. Killed by a strong Winger. Okay. So yeah, that's another thing that's probably a bit wrong with the game. So we've got some wolves. We've got to scare them off. onto vision. Oh, can see bleed. Get out of here. I like how you can see the eyes glowing in the night. That's so creepy. But look at these wonderful... I'll be honest, they are kind of cute. I do like wolves. So these seem to be just like grey wolves. They're a little bit stylized for the Ice Age, you can see. But, yeah, probably your typical grey wolves. There were dire wolves. There could have potentially been dire wolves there. Were recently now considered a scion Durus, so they're not related to grey wolves anymore. So dire wolves are their own genus that was separated from other like wolves or canids. It's more distantly related in the genus Canis about 5 million years ago. So was a lineage that completely independently evolved from wolves in America, but then pretty much became convergently like them. So even though they're so similar morphologically, genetically they're not that they're very distantly related. So that's a great example of convergent evolution, where like two animals become quite similar because they're doing similar things. So they were both large predators in the ecosystem. So they evolved to look the same, to do the same kind of things, which is very interesting. And there has been one found actually from I believe China. So they typically live in America, like North and South America. The Americas would be the way to put it. But we do have one jaw from China, so they potentially could have got into like areas like this, which is quite interesting. But we really don't know. But I think it'd be cool because obviously they weren't very closely related to wolves. Grey wolves themselves. But it'd be cool to maybe have them in the game, but a different design. But I believe they're just supposed to be typical grey wolves. Yeah, really, really awesome. So hold Q to ignite weapon again. So we can ignite it again. Oh, we're definitely liking that. Look at these beautiful cave paintings. You can see them all around here, especially these guys. Very much like the ones in Spain. Cool. Let's keep searching. When just stop to heal wounds. More stuff to search. Okay. Jump up. Oh, we're gonna have to get rid of our fire. So let's go in the wheel again. I do like we can set everything on fire pretty much. I think that's quite good. Fire was really important for us, like coming out of the caves and moving into Europe, because they needed to keep warm and everything. And cooking our food. Really, really awesome. And I think the story of human migration throughout Europe is really, really interesting, because it wasn't just one-time thing. There were multiple migrations of Homo sapiens into Europe. So there's multiple, like some as early as like I think like 70,000 years ago, or even more than that. Just constantly just moving, and you can see in our lineages there were different lineages that came into the Americas, or not Americas, that came to Europe, and then like left their genetic lineage throughout, of course. You can't really kill them. That's a bit sad. But yeah, I think that's so cool. And then we also had humans before that. We had the ancestors of Neanderthals and Denisovans that lived in Europe and then split off, with Neanderthals being this the European one, and then the Denisovans, which are a little bit more closely related. So there's kind of this proto-human, then we split off, and then the Neanderthals and Denisovans split off, and then the Denisovans and Neanderthals split off independently in their own lineages to take over Europe. So Western Europe and places like this were mostly had Neanderthals, but up into Siberia, that's where they ranged. And then you also had up to Asia, and potentially up into the Holocene, we had Denisovans, which is really, really interesting. And they're a really new group. They've only been around for a few years. Oh, there's the cat. Well, they've been around forever, but we only just recently described them. We don't have many fossils from them. We really only know them from DNA. We which is really cool. Hope we find more though. It was very possible that some specimens could have been labelled something else, but yeah, really, really cool. Definitely a big fan of that. So here we've got, oh, that's a hunter there. You can see we're very much like a Homo sapien, probably climbing through and found our way to, you know, already colonized and things like that. And then you can see, oh, there's Neanderthal. Ugh, not very nice look to him, eh? Let's see our fellow human.
Tigri!
Ooh, it's a bit rough. Ah, get rid of this target. Get out of here.
Udam!
Run. Get out of here. We're quite lucky in that regard. We're going to tame you eventually. Let's sneak through.
Sakwa. Heim.
Ooh, and then here we are in Oros. So pretty.
Winja. Na Oros bi?
Palu. Sashwalim Shalam. Takkar Hasam.
Saila.
Tigri Chawasu. Tii Bayamartis.
Tikri Udam Daf. Udam Shaus. Dausam. Takkar Bulli Mwana.
Ku Aika Washta.
Mi Kawa. Ahatra. Guama. Guama.
Oh, that's a pretty nasty rip on her back. Oof. Here she are, taking us to our home. To her.
Ada.
Some berries.
Kuala Yawinja.
Ul. Udam Shajan. Winja Damsha. Hugujarra. Udam. Pal Huwinja Huguana. Winja Haywa Guasha. Sandamsha Oros. Tigre Dansha Dobu.
Sakwim.
Oh, you can see that is a pretty nasty cut. Jeez.
Ay. Walta Lauba Akista. Niyi barra.
Let's go.
Walta lauba waida. Hatigi walni yaka.
Okay.
Rauman happy. Walta laiba waidata.
Okay. Deep wounds. Okay. This is our first mission in Oros. Let's have a look. Very interesting little cave area. So let's see what we can do. Let's go K. See the map. We've only just started exploring the world. And now we can make all these different things. We just need to collect the skins and all that. Skills. Let's see what skills we can have. What's this? Just have that. Some more health. Never anything wrong with more health. So we need to gather some leaves. So yeah, the Udam in this game, they're very likely meant to be Neanderthals. And Neanderthals, of course, being that closely related species to humans that we all know and love. Very, very interesting group. And most humans, if you have ancestry that comes from Europe, which is, be honest, most of us, you have some Neanderthal in you. And that is believed to contribute to a lot of genetic things. We may have actually helped and hindered a lot from Neanderthal genetics that we can find within us. Which is really, really interesting. Let's see some more deer. So yeah, I don't want to spoil too much about the story of the Udam. We'll go through it. I really like the story, and especially since it's almost like we know something about Neanderthals. I want to say Neanderthals most likely went extinct well before this game. So they would have went extinct during the about 40,000 years ago, I believe, is the last evidence of Neanderthals. Yeah. So Neanderthals would have been extinct for about 30,000 years, which is believed to be probably because of both climate change and also humans encroaching on territory, things like that. We kind of either outcompeted them or kind of assimilated them into our genetics. Either or. Very, very interesting. Die! 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 Oh. Get out of here, wolf. We're getting swamped pretty quick, aren't we? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was pretty quick. We just got attacked by everything. We had literally everything coming at us. We had a wolf, had the Udam guy, the Yentl, and we had a jaguar. So that's quite interesting. So, well, I'll talk about the jaguars while we're here. During the Ice Age, probably about 100,000 years ago, there were actually jaguars in Europe. So I believe the Panthera gonswandalensis or something like that. It's a really long, interesting name. They were a species of Panthera, like the same genus. They're called the European jaguar. And very closely related to our modern jaguar, but were quite a bit bigger. So the one that you can see here is probably a bit small. They would have been about 210 kilograms at the biggest, so comparable in size to modern lions in size. So a lot bigger than that, and also like really, really cool. So very similar in most like anatomy, things like that, I believe. Pretty similar to your South American jaguar or your typical jaguar, but they went extinct in the 100,000 years ago. Let's see. Oh, see, look at that. We wiped everyone out. Let's pick green leaves. You should always pick these because they are good for your health. Let's search. Want to get some, of course, Where's the doll? A bit rough. You can see they're definitely eating people. And one interesting thing is, like, I remember watching a review of this game. Someone was like, is that cannibalism technically? Because Neanderthals are definitely a different species from us. Oh, they got killed pretty quick. But, is it cannibalism? I'd say the game obviously considers it is because it's so similar to people and speak the same language and everything. But would it be technically because it's defined as eating the same species as you? So that's a bit interesting as well. And we also got here dolls. You know, love dolls. I think it's funny how the game kind of wanted to make us not just have dolls. These look much more like your African painted dogs or wild dogs, things like that. But in real life, there were dolls in Europe until actually quite recently. I think there's still technically some in now, like around the Caucasus, or at least recently. So there's a European doll. And I believe there's some that still live up there. So they just look the same as your modern doll that you get from India, which is quite interesting. We've got a white deer. I want to take this guy out. As in, kill him, not... Oh. So that's another interesting thing about them guys. There's always so much with these games. Let's see. Let's bring those leaves. I want to... Oh, headshot! Look at that. Aren't we good? And we got our white deer here. A rare white deer. Already starting off the game good. Another headshot. Look at that. Aren't we good? Look at that. Already starting off this game right. So good. Damn it. See, I get 2 headshots and then I struggle with the deer. I think it's just because they're running so fast. But anyway, we'll bring our leaves down to our friend Sila here. Because we need to help her heal up. I think we should try and do at least 1 outpost this episode. Because this one's a very story heavy one. So let's help her heal up.
Saila. Ti Walnayi.
Shaja, Tani Chlauta. Hu, Chlawata.
Tanyi.
Speed that up for us.
Dubu. Walna Maispa.
Alright. Very painful. I can imagine. A leaf, maybe a bandage, just to cover it up. And we need to sew that back up as well.
Washed.
Luhayam. Urus Kwapacham.
Go now and see Oros. Let's go.
Palhubayatar. Wool. Hers. Udam. Salwatija. Uanna. Winja Waida. Tuhai Padas Shwara.
See? Oh.
Masi Shashautan Waida Takkar. Usayish Wada. Haichauha Salwa.
Let's get make sure everything. Alright, let's just make sure. Just collect all we can. But yeah, you can see the Urs that she just said, which I think is so interesting because, as I mentioned, a lot of this is Proto-Indo-European languages. Oh, it's got to help the shaman, so we're going to at least do this, I think. So, as I mentioned, a lot of the story, or a lot of the words, as you can see, in Indo-European, Urs is like bear, and the scientific name for bear in Latin is Ursus. So there's Ursus horribilis, which is the grizzly bear, or brown bear. I mean, Ursus arctos horribilis. Ursus arctos is brown bear, I think. And there's Ursus maritimus, or americanus, which is the polar bear and the American black bear, respectively. So you can see, like, that kind of hint of that language, which is quite interesting. Oh, we can craft it. Okay, so that's quite interesting, I think. So let's, while we're out here, let's... let's do some more crafting. Spear. But you see, at that point, you can see, like, the early beginnings of some of those words coming out. So you can see, like, how words like that could evolve into words like Ursus, which has become the Latin name. Because language is one of those things that is constantly changing, and that's the nature of language. You know, let's do a little bit of hunting first. It's not what I wanted to do. Is that me, or is that up there? Oh, there's a doll. Get out of here. Let's get some more doll skins. They're really awesome in that regard. Let's see what we can grab. Let's do at least one outpost first. Oh. Let's see what we can craft. Okay. You can just feel like this primal world. Let's grab some more stuff. Oh, missed out on that. I just want to get some feathers. Anyway, let's keep going. We've got outpost to liberate. And then I think we'll end the episode, or we might carry on, at least get Tensei, the shaman, I think his name is. It was the guy that we saw in the beginning. Oh. Another dead boar. See, look, we're just gonna start off this game pretty much getting every animal we encounter. See if we can find the other one. Oh, let's get these tortoises. These very much remind me of Herman's tortoises. Yeah. So human tortoises are known from like Mesopotamia, not Mesopotamia, the Mediterranean. Let's see if we can make some things. But I would assume that it might have been a little bit cold. You can see we're kind of coming to the end of the Ice Age. A lot of this was under glaciers until like relatively recently. I think that's part of the story, and that ties in with the Neanderthals or the Udam in this situation. They've got a really interesting story. I love the story of the Udam and also the other tribe, the Fires, like the Ishwari, I believe they say that. And I like that they're almost like an earlier migration of humans or Homo sapiens, as we kind of learned how to use fire, and they mastered fire pretty well. And then they're also like agriculture and things like that, so you can see the starting of agriculture. Agriculture would have really only started around 10,000 years ago, so we're a couple thousand years off that, but you can see like the beginnings of it. And it's very unlikely that it was just one group that learned it. It's very likely that a lot of groups potentially learnt how to use like agriculture, things like that. It's just really, it really took off in the Middle East around 10,000 years ago. Where are you? There you are. I want to craft some more. Wait, can I craft some more arrows? I should be able to. Alright, well, plenty of arrows now. Bonfires. So bonfires are large enough to mark your territory, get rid of nearby enemies and light them. Okay. And they have fast travel points. Okay, cool. Let's see who's up there that we gotta get rid of. I like that we don't have any roads or anything. It feels so natural and open. I really like that. I just want to see who's here, because I don't want to... There's really no one here. I thought they were just giving me this one. I got you! Haha! Okay. No resistance for that one. Alright. Fast travel, so now we can fast travel there. When you come with a bonfire, you can also fast travel to your village to build and upgrade huts. A fast travel anywhere in survival mode costs me reduce your stamina. To fast travel, press M on the map menu. Okay. We're not playing survival mode. I thought we'd try and give it a simple-ish experience, because we want to do this quick-ish. Let's see what else. Cool. Population's growing. That's what we want. We want a big Winger habitat there. So let's see what else. Crafting skills. Plants are displayed on your map. Okay. See if we can find. We've got to go have a look at Tenzei. So let's make our way up that way. Did I just put it on the map? Oh, there we are. Okay, so I think we'll talk to this guy, and then it'll be the end of the... Oh. There's gonna say we might just spend a couple minutes. I don't want to go more than 50. Let's just do it. Whatever. We can go a little bit over, and I feel like that'll be a good ending. See, I love this beautiful map. It really is awesome. You see the redwood trees. Though I know redwoods probably weren't around in Central Europe. They're typically only found in America these days. But still gives a nice look regardless. Oh, we dealt to you pretty easy. Oh, there's a bear. We picked a fight that we couldn't win. Oh, damn it. Let's skin that bear. A brown bear. So yeah, there were definitely brown bears in Europe. There was plenty of brown bears in Europe. I know the Atlas bear, a really interesting fact about Atlas bears, which were a population of brown bears that lived in North Africa. Sadly went extinct around the time of the Roman Empire because they kind of used them a lot in colosseums and things. Oh. Let's see, are they going to kill each other? See if I can quickly. He spotted me. Let's get out of here. Stone fingers. You know what? Let's lead you over here. Bears are so hard to kill. Oh yeah, headshot. There we are. Okay. So let's have a talk to this guy and then I think we'll finish the episode. This would be a great way to finish. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Nasa. Tigri. Uguanta.
Mu salwa padawaida. Uhaita. Tinsai.
Nay. Nay. Jasa. Ujasarda. Hasara. Ashai Baja. Uguifas wasnas pavi.
Okay.
Upavi Takkar. Upavi. Utishaius lautra quaxa darga.
All the typical star shaman. Giving us weird visions and everything. Plus, it's a Far Cry game. It's your typical Far Cry game. You know, you gotta do all your drug hallucinations, especially from free. Oh, you can see some more animals. You see Megaloceros in the background. So awesome. So let's get this done. So let's follow the guide. Where do you lead me? Okay. Oh. Follow the guide. Flying through, doing our spirit things. Ooh. Oh, there's the older fish. Like it's like upside down. Very trippy vision. So different fish. Oh. So let's swim through. There's the guide. Some more big deer over there. Or Megaloceros. Also known as the Irish elk. They're not related to elk at all. They are more closely related to fallow deer, as you can kind of see there. Another interesting little fact about Megaloceros. So here's our guide. His friend. Yeah, it's flying through. Oh, bad rain. Uh-oh. See some mammoths down there. Some floating rocks. Say an interesting vision to say the least. Bats over there. Oh. Birds and everything. Uh-oh. Oh, there we are. There's our guide. Beasts. You can see some dolls there. Cave lion. Snow leopards. There's a saber-toothed cat. Friend. That looks like a cave bear. Tame. There's our first pet. Oh, very cute owl. I love him. Looks like a great horned owl. That's awesome. Okay, Visions of Beasts is completed. Awesome. I think we did a good job there.
Nasubnia. Tabaran sayu warbedikala.
Guarpati.
Shras. Uhay guarbedi. Ubargo sayu tu sidaha. Usay tiyu di yaugadaha. Guarbedi.
Okay.
Habandata. Kubalsan guar habanda mag. Ulaukawal waida walkwaswan. Haiwa si bargwa shayu. Tushida hamagata.
Okay. So I think this is actually the great place to end. We can tame our white wolf in the next episode. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. A little over recap. So just did all the little missions and things. But yeah, just found our way into Oros, did the first kind of missions, and now we're just starting to build up our tribe. And we met Tensei the shaman. You can see a really interesting guy here.
Tum yauga. Winjara nartar lajarsh.
Tilauka sakwam. Musanu. Jausman.
Okay. But yeah, I think this would be a great place to end the episode. So I really, really, really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like and subscribe. Always remember to hit the little bell icon to get notified of anything. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and bye-bye.